Hello, everyone. Back. I am officially 10 weeks as of today. Well, I finished 10 weeks of pregnancy as of today. Let's kind of clarify that. So, when I say I'm 9 weeks and 2 days, that means I'm into my 10th week. So, today I've completed my 10th week of pregnancy. Um, I'm sorry I didn't do one for my, I don't think I did one for my completing eighth or ninth. And let me explain why. I have been feeling horrible, like really bad, a lot of nausea. I know the last time I recorded, I'd been feeling sick and nauseated, but I had not been vomiting or anything. Well, it's a few times where I've vomited. Only a couple of times something actually came up. The rest of the time it was just like stomach fluid, so nothing was in it. Um, but the past week, I can say that it hasn't been consistently bad. There have been some days where I didn't feel sick, and then days where I felt horrible. So it's kind of going off and on. But before that, it was just consistently the entire week. I was feeling horrible, and it's become really difficult because I'm a full time student, but I go to school online. It's become very difficult to just sit down at the computer and get my work done because you're feeling horrible. You can't concentrate, and there's a lot of reading that has to be done. So, and I'm a slow reader already, so it just makes it a lot more difficult. So yeah, I've been feeling kind of bad today. I'm okay right now. I kind of was feeling a little sick, but it went away, so I'm okay. Um, I did want to show you two things I got for nausea. It just got unbearable, and I'm like, I need something else, other than home remedies because they were not doing it for me. Um, I had tried saltine crackers. They don't work for me. I've tried ginger tea. Well, it's like a peach ginger tea. That kind of works. I'll give you that. That kind of works. Ginger ale doesn't work for me. It actually makes it worse because ginger ale, to my taste buds, is too sweet, and it leaves this sweet residue in the back of my mouth where my tongue is, like the back of my tongue, and just as that sits in my mouth, I have to brush my teeth and like brush my tongue really good. And of course, when you brush your tongue too far back, you gag, and it's just a whole big mess. So ginger ale is not my friend. Sprite, not my friend. It's too sweet to me as well. I haven't tried 7 Up. I just kind of gave up on the sodas. The trying to use those as a remedy. I've tried peanut butter crackers. Those work. They kind of fill my stomach. It's all about kind of keeping something in your stomach. Don't allow your stomach to get empty. Uh, that kind of helps with the nausea. So I've been trying to make sure I'm eating, snacking throughout the day. Try to make them healthy snacks, not all the time, but try to eat a banana or eat a pear or two, or eat some yogurt or something like that. Pickles work for me, but it's only temporary. And the pickles that I get are from the Navy Exchange store, and they're the big papas. I think that's what they're called. So the big pickle in the pack is a single pickle, and when you open it, I open it and I eat a little bit of the pickle, and I may sit it to the side because the pack actually stands up on its own. But that pickle smell, it like will have the whole room smelling like pickles because it's so strong, and then eventually that makes me feel sick. Like oh, I gotta get this pickle out of my room because it's just the smell is making me sick. So it's like a catch 22 kind of situation, lose lose. Um, let's see. Those are all the home remedies I tried, so I decided let me try to find something over the counter. So I went to Walmart and I spoke to the pharmacist, and she explained that a lot of the medication for nausea have something to do with the stomach. But when it comes to pregnancy, the nausea is not from an issue with the stomach. The nausea is from your hormones fluctuating and everything. So it's kind of hard to treat that kind of nausea, but she did give me some options that were safe for pregnant women. One of them was Emitrol, and it's a well-known nausea medication. I clearly, she knew I was pregnant. I clearly stated, is this safe for pregnant women? And I Googled it, and it is safe for pregnant women. So I got the generic brand because it was a lot cheaper. So it's the Equate brand anti-nausea liquid. With this, you have to take 1 to 2 teaspoons every 15 minutes. For me, I'll take 2 teaspoons. I'll wait 15 minutes and maybe take another one. And then that's it. Because it tells you to take it every 15 minutes until the feeling goes away. But I don't want to keep medicating. I don't want to overdo it. So I may take 2 doses and that's it. It kind of works, a little bit. And then another thing I got were C-bands. And as you see, these are little things that go on the wrist. And it comes with 2. Comes in a little pack with 2 for each wrist. And then the little instructions. And let me see if I can. The way it works is that you have to measure with your 3 fingers, these 3 fingers on your wrist to find a certain pressure point. Let me see what it's called. It's called the Nequan point. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you probably can't see that, but it's called the Nequan point, and it's basically when you put the wristband things on. I got 2 packs. I got the black ones and the blue ones. This is how the inside looks. So when you put this down on that pressure point on each of the wrists, it's supposed to help the nausea subside. And these treat nausea for traveling, morning sickness, and chemotherapy-induced nausea relief. So for me, I don't know if I'm putting them on the pressure point correctly. So they don't do anything for me. I guess a little, but not really. So I've just kind of been dealing with the nausea, taking advantage of the good days. That's been difficult too, because if I have 2 days where I'm just feeling horrible and then one day where I'm feeling okay, the day where I'm feeling okay, I'm tired. And I still want to stay in the bed and I still don't want to do too much, but I'm trying to get out of that. And when I have a good day, take advantage of it, get some housework done or something, get something cleaned or get some schoolwork done, which is what I'm about to do now. Actually sitting in front of the computer, logged into my school to try to get some schoolwork done today. So I had an appointment. Today is Thursday. I have no idea what the date is. Let's check the computer and see what day it is. Today is the 24th of April, 2014. And I had my appointment last week on the 15th. And that was my first appointment with the OB. And she did do an ultrasound. And we got to see the little peanut, little baby, oh baby. And baby had a strong heartbeat, which, I was really anxious, really scared, and like, I, would hate to have my husband and my son there, and then she pulled the ultrasound up and something's bad going on. So, baby had a strong heartbeat. I was happy about that, and then she told me everything looks normal. The baby is measuring correctly because around that time I was still 8 weeks. I was in my 9th week of pregnancy, but I hadn't completed it yet. So, baby was measuring correctly and everything like that. So she gave me a due date of November 21st. And she said that I had a less than 1% chance of miscarrying this child because the baby's heartbeat was good and the baby was measuring correctly and everything. So that gave me a lot of relief. And then on last Thursday, because my appointment was last Thursday, I had a panic attack. That was a really hard day. I got tired of being sick. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, literally. And I honed in on it, and my mind just started going everywhere. And before I knew it, I had already fallen off the edge. And I was in a panic attack already before I realized it. And once I realized it, I was like, oh crap, but it was too late. And luckily my husband was here. He was off that day. And he was able to talk me down and help me breathe. I mean, I know what to do, but that day I was just out of it. I was just tired of feeling sick and just like, oh, when is this going to go away? I can't do this. Because, when you're feeling sick all the time, eventually it messes with you emotionally. Your physical issues end up messing with you emotionally, and that's what happened. So I had a therapy appointment that last Friday, and I had to tell my therapist what happened. And, she said, we have our good days, we have our bad days, luckily your husband was there. And that was my last appointment with her. And she did give me a number to a facility that helps with anxiety and panic attacks, because she doesn't specialize in that. So she told me that if I feel like I may need a little bit more help on handling those, because I do feel sometimes that I feel like I'm about to have one, and I'll have to kind of get out of that area that I'm in, like physically get up and walk around, or really have to hone in and think, okay, why am I feeling like this? What am I thinking about this making me feel like this? And in the process of analyzing it, I'll stop having the attack, like it'll subside. So yeah, still working with that. And my hormones being all out of whack is not making it any better. And worrying about the baby, and being anxious to see it again and make sure it's still okay. And so other than that, I'm happy. Generally, I'm happy about being pregnant, and I'm happy that the baby is okay. And I'm excited about as the baby grows, my stomach will grow, and and just really being like, oh my god, I'm really gonna have another child. So I'm excited about that. It's just been a rough few weeks physically for me. Outside of that, I gave you the symptoms that I'm having. I'm kind of having headaches a little bit too, or like a pressure in the head, pressure kind of right here. I'm kind of having those a little bit lately as well. So yeah, the nausea, the fatigue went into full-fledged. Headaches a little bit. Like I'm kind of having one right now, like it's like pressure feeling. Let's see, food cravings, food aversions, orange juice. I learned the hard way not to drink orange juice when you're nauseated. Yeah, because it makes it worse for me. So I just stay away from orange juice altogether now. I don't drink. I don't want to drink it at all. Um, let's see. I like milk, and I like milk when it's like ice cold. Like put a lot of ice cubes in it, and then put some milk in there, and then kind of let the ice melt a little bit. I don't know what it is about that, but I like milk. I drink it more, but I I like it, but then I don't like the taste it leaves in my mouth. So after I drink it, I have to brush my teeth. But I like to drink. This is weird. So yeah, that's one thing. Um, Baked potatoes. I've been craving those a lot lately. Don't know what that's about. Um, that's it for that. Right now, the baby is the size of a prune. So I don't have anything that would be the size of a prune in here, and I don't have any prunes. So I would say about this big. That's a nice sized prune. Yeah. So I would say about this big. Yeah, about that big. So that's how big the baby is right now. Um, yeah, so I think that's it. um, Again, I can't wait till I start posting these. I'm still gonna wait till I'm 12 weeks before I start posting these blogs. They probably all won't all be in the same video because it might be entirely too long, and I don't want to leave anything out. So I'll probably just post the videos back to back to back to back. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for following me on this journey. And until next time, have a good day, have a good week, and positive vibes and positive energy. Bye, guys.